play in the park, but she's now sitting there with a sad face, so who knows what's going on. But what I'm going to do is I'll show you these Jags, show you what I've picked up today, guys. Righto, so Series 1 XJ6s again. So this one one of them apparently may have been an XJ12, but yeah, so there's this one that's got a 308 in it. And this one here was a chev. It's got mod plates there for chev. As you can see, chev exhaust manifolds. It's still got the engine mounts there for the chev. The air conditioning setup, the brackets to go onto a chev. And it's got a turbo 350 gearbox in it, which I'm very, very happy about. And it actually has a tail shaft. We never made a tail shaft for the red one that we're building. I just chopped one apart on the floor and welded it back together. So this one being another short wheelbase Series 1. Is it a short wheelbase? No, it's not. It's a long wheelbase. So that tail shaft's not going to work. Bugger. But yeah, to say that it's rusty would be a very, very much understatement. I don't know what's in the boot there. Smells cigarette packets. Looks like there's an original jack. What else was in the boot there? Not much else. It does have a tow bar, this thing. This thing's rough. The one thing that I was very happy about was you cannot get Series 1 Jag Boss kits. So there's a steering wheel Boss kit there for a Jag, which is great. I'm still putting the dash back together on the red one. So it's got a lot of bits and pieces there for that. So hood liner's shot, seats are there, but it's, yeah, she's in an absolutely terrible state, guys. It's just, Ben, thank you very much, mate. Absolute legend. I'll be completely honest, buddy. I struggle at times to do these videos because I don't have time, but it's the support from like you, and there's a handful of yous that just make me keep making videos. So thank you, I appreciate it, and I'm sure everyone else does too. Righto, so let's have a look at this one. Now, this one's no better, okay? It is rusty and absolutely atrocious, but have a look at this. How did that happen? Like, so the interior, how did it end up having that inside it? You wouldn't have thought, would you? Just crazy. The dash is still in good shape. Another Boss kit and steering wheel. See on the hood liner though, these, you know, your hood liners drop in your Commodores and stuff. Whoever done the trim job in this really thought it out and put those timber hoops there in it. It's an aircon car, as you can see. I can't open the passenger door, but in there I need this piece for my car, not cracked. The dash mat's actually quite good in this, but I sort of fixed mine a little bit. But yeah, it's got little tweeters and that in the door. It looks like it perforated that. So it's a bit hard. I was never going to build another Jag, but now what do? These wheels, now I won't show you that one because it's terrible. There's another two of them in the boot, but they are actually, see there's no wheel studs. These are actually, I'm pretty positive, E-type wheels with the knockoffs. And I think you can find the wheels easy enough, but the knockoffs are very hard to find. It come with, geez, that almost fell apart when I done it. Oh, hang on a sec. This thing here, hang on. He's made up a special boot stay. I couldn't do it with boot stay there because it's supposed to have the springs that go up through there. The guy died apparently. He was an American bloke. From what I was told about him, he sounded like a top sort of guy. That's the converter from that Turbo 350. They looked after that. Power steering pump from the turbo box. This is a B&M Quicksilver shifter, a brand new one the guy had that I bought off him, but it's a 4-speed one. Come with a manual, which is just great for the. It's just a box of all new bushes and stuff like that that'll come in handy. Another 2 wire wheels. Yeah, there's some more like lenses and stuff like that. But like, look at that. Like, how did the interior survive? You gotta be kidding me, eh? Like, it's just, I will read some comments in a minute, guys. I'm just gonna keep showing you for a bit. It's just hard to see out in the sun. So yeah, but I'm absolutely loving this interior. It come with a leather care kit that the guy had bought. So I'm actually gonna go through and do a leather care condition on this interior and hopefully do another Jag down the track. Not straight away, but in the coming years. You know, I've got a few of them now. See, that's what I'm talking about the knockoffs. See how there's no wheel studs there? And they go on, and then you've got those big heavy knockoffs. So that's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with that, guys. All right, now, look at that. Look at that rust. Look at this side. This side's even worse. Look at that. That's crazy rust. Like all the way along there, it's just absolutely bad, eh? So, this is where the magic happens, guys. Righto, so 308. I'm guessing turbo 350 again. We'll have to check that though tomorrow. Carby looks to be too big for a 650, so I'd say it's a 750 vac, but that doesn't make any sense. So that might be something we can use on the other engine. Loving the rocker covers. Hang on a second, I'm going to hold this bottle up with my shoulder. Absolutely loving these rocker covers. Look at those, nice big heavy. If there's no breather in here, we'll be able to see for roller rockers. So I'll see if there's a breather underneath. Yes! If you can see, he did say the motor was a bit stout. Just in the edge there, see that little bit of red? Roller rockers, sweet. So this could be a bit of a hottie. I'm looking forward to getting this running now. It does have a really nice exhaust system on it, like those pipes are quite nice. Whoever set up the radiator system done very well. You know, there's a lot of bits and pieces. It's a power steering air conditioning car, which is awesome. Loving those rocker covers, guys. Did it run an electronic dizzy? I don't want to pull any of this apart on the side of the road, but me is sort of playing over there in the park, guys, so we'll spend a bit of time together. Single point distributor, which sort of doesn't really lean towards horsepower too much, does it, guys? But yeah, me and Captain will have a play with this week. But another absolutely awesome part about this car, the next step for me was exhaust system on the Chevy one, and I want to run 2.5 inch all the way through and twins out the back, and I keep getting told that I can't do it, but you'll see up underneath here, see where the pipes come through, and then we've got 2.5 inch into that small collector there with hot dogs on the back section here. So it means I can run pretty much a straightforward muffler through there, and then that'll be loud, but then that hot dog will take the clap out quite nicely. And then I've got new tips in the back of the other one. So buying this car gives me more of an exhaust system. So that actually saves me a lot of money in the long run. I don't know if you guys see that exhaust there where they've made that work. Worst case scenario is I was going to send my one in to get an exhaust, but looking at this, I think me and Leith are just going to build an exhaust. It's got a, or use this one. See, it's got the crossover pipe up there, 2.5 inch all the way through. If those mufflers aren't rusted out, I think this might just go straight onto the Chev one. But yeah, well, I'm under here, I can read a few comments, guys. What do you guys reckon? I know it's another Jag. I'll explain a little bit about the Jags. So you guys haven't seen yet, but I've got a lot of old trucks, Bedfords and Dodge trucks, to build rat rods and stuff like that. So you delete all the old Dodge truck and Bedford truck suspension, and you use Jag front and rear ends. So I buy a lot of these rusty Jags to get those front and rear ends for the hot rod builds that are coming up in the future, right? But along the way, I've ended up with a few Jags that are in good shape, and I do like Jags. Like, there was a comment made by a guy the other day that won't see this post because he got blocked. Oh, we just want to see Fords and Holdens. What's this bloody Jag crap, right? That's just ignorant, for one. Two, I'm a car guy that really, really appreciates the engineering behind different engines and suspension setups. It's a whole package for me that I enjoy. And Jags have, I love the interiors, don't fall apart. I love the styling of them. That I can put a mad V8 in one and still drive it and enjoy to drive it, because we build these cars and some of them are absolutely terrible, I'm telling you. But anyway, yeah, so I'm not going to be doing Jags forever, guys, but yeah, with that red one will be finished. I'll be using it as a daily driver. I keep saying it, looking forward to meeting some of you guys along the road and sharing that car with you. And if I see you somewhere, I'll let you run around the block in it and just have a drive and see what I'm on about. But yeah, I'm just happy, guys. This is another, what's Mia doing? There she is there, my little buddy, playing this there in the park. She's a good kid, that one. Really good kid. This thing's so rusty though. It's absolutely disgusting. Yeah. See, I needed, anyone want a Flintstones car? Look at that. I needed this piece here for my my other car, but yeah. And I think that one's got a passenger mirror on it as well up there. But yeah, some of these pieces here would have been good for my black one actually. I'll hold on to them because I've done a lot of repairs on them for my other car, the good red one. And yeah, they look like they're in quite good shape. So I don't know, it looks absolutely terrible. And well, it is absolutely terrible and disgusting, but you know, this is what we buy, guys. Look, that one was the same color as my red one. This door's off another car. Jesus, doors don't even shut. But yeah, done a bit more to the other Jag the other day. Yeah, so in that box there's a fair bit of parts in that, which is awesome. More wire wheels. So if anyone is a Jag guy out there and you're chasing these wheels, I'm not going to use them on anything, and they need to be rehomed to someone that's going to use them. There's 6 of them there. Some of them are okay. They do have a bit of discoloration, but I'm looking forward to pulling these knockoffs off, pulling the wheel off, actually seeing how they mount, because when you turn the wheel over, they're sort of weird. Like there's no wheel nut spot. See what I mean? Like up underneath the wheel there. See, it's just that. So yeah, anyway, another thing that we will all learn together, I suppose. Like yeah, but it's I'm happy with it. It's quite good. He sat it under a tree apparently. It's not a Jag mirror anyway, so I thought I was going to have a side mirror, but it's not. It's just an aftermarket cheap mirror. Some of the indicator, not really. Everything's pretty much rooted on it, to be honest. It is just an absolute mess. We just went through, see the air conditioning condenser? We just went through and found one on another car and made it all fit up in the other Series 1. Look at the rust in that bonnet just there. Jesus. Yeah, oh well. Oh, hopefully this thing's not seized. And due to the fact that the throttle, I can't even bloody move the throttle on the carby. I think the odds of it being seized are going to be fairly high. But anyway, it is what it is. Hopefully they're ported heads and that with roller rockers and everything. It'll be awesome. Even just having the brackets for air conditioning pump and stuff, because I actually need all these brackets for my Hilux to run aircon, so that's good. Yeah. Well, I'll read some comments, guys. Is that going to work? Not really. There we go. Righto. Hey mate, finally caught a live stream. Cool. Awesome. Looks like it's been in salt water. It was up at Harvey Bay, so yeah, it's yeah, it was just out in the salty earth and all the rest of it. The interior is awesome, isn't it? We're waiting for a tow truck at the moment. Mrs. Car broke down. No, that's no good, Ben. Hit the like button, guys. That's it, eh? 52 watching, only 10 likes. Always like Jags. I wouldn't own one as it's not practical for me. They're the most practical daily driver ever. I love the Holdens, new and old. I'm in love with my VUSS. I actually saw there was someone posted on the SS50 site the other day that there was 2 SS50s, one for 26 grand and one for 28. I don't think they're there yet, but anyway, I'd love to do a black Jag, like off the big steel. So would I. It's yeah, it's I don't know. What do you reckon, Mia? Tired? She was asleep, right? We're driving along. She's way coming out. She goes, I want to go to the park. And mind you, we went to the beach while we were in Harvey Bay. And I'm like, we just went to the beach. She goes, but I want to go to the park. I'm like, all right, I'll do a live stream then, and you can go to the park for a while. Yep, sweet. And then next minute I look across and she's asleep. And I was planning on going here at Kilkeven. And I'm coming along and I looked across, she's still asleep. I thought I'll just keep going. I made it probably 50 metres past the park. Next minute, oi, we went past the park. It's like, how did you wake up and know that we were anywhere near a park? Brumby update, haven't touched it. We spent 3 solid weeks on the Jag to get it painted, and it's almost back together because I want that on the road. Nothing got touched, which means no normal general sale cars that we do. No, nothing really. At least machined some cylinder heads and done some manifolds for people, like for our regular customers, and nothing else happened. So money got pretty tight. So now I dropped the BA off today, a really clean low K one up at at Howard for a lady that she bought that. There's a VZ that's almost ready to go. And Leith's got a lot of machine work this week. There's a Hilux diesel motor that's got to get rebuilt this week for a guy. And there's, yeah, anyway. The Brumby will happen. I actually did get a late model manual Impreza, like a full-on like 2015. So there's been other engines that have come in. Plans change. It's a bit fluid what I do because I end up with so many cars. The Brumby's happening 100%, but yeah, just doing other stuff. As I do stuff, you guys will see. Like I do post the stuff and try and keep you updated. Do you still have your Jag with the blower motor? Yes, Jonathan. It's in my backyard at home. My driver's license is in peril, so I think it's going to have to stay out there for a little while. We were talking about doing Rocky Nats next year with a couple of Jags, and the blown one will come out to do that. I still have to buy my workshop, so the SS and the 300ZX are going to get sorted in the next couple of weeks to sell them, and we'll go from there. Bog it up, mate, and go for it. I think these ones are a little bit past bog it up. Like it's bad, dude. Like it's crazy bad. Yeah, it's beyond bog and flog, that's for sure. I do have 2 more Series 1 shells. One's a V12 one, and there's a white one out the front that I bought as a parts car, but now I'll have to have another look at it and see how bad it actually is. I might be able to use it now. I've got an interior, and I've got another Chev conversion kit with pipes and gearbox mounts and tail shafts and everything. So, but it's not going to happen straight away. Once the red Jag's going, we'll fix the blown one. The Jag stuff can get pushed aside for a while, and I'll do some other cars for a while. More Jags, always more Jags. You just got to buy them when they come up. I was looking at an XJS, which is, you know, the later model ones than these, the 2-door ones that come out. Most of them were V12s in the early days. You can sort of do a bumper bar delete on them and put a late model F-type grille in them, and that looks like a split bumper Camaro. Well, it doesn't, but same styling as that. A lot of steel work, which interests me a little bit, but anyway. What happened to the Mazda 1000 Ute? Alex bought the Mazda 1000 Ute a while back. Clinto, I'm loving the Jags. I would love to get one day. Keep up the good work. No worries, Clinto. When you're ready, let us know. You never know, I might have one there for you. Are the cops still giving you trouble? Are the cops still giving you trouble over that day? No, I don't get harassed over it. I'm really well known out here where I live, and I haven't heard another thing about it. I went to court, got booked, and that was the end of it. But it's still running like it's just a drag cut. Like it's just got straight pipes. It's loud as, the blower still sticks out the bonnet. I've got to do things to it to make it a bit more public friendly, if you know what I mean, not be so ignorant. And then I'll be able to utilise it and drive it. So it's cool and it's great. It just needs that bit of finesse to be able to make it usable. So yeah, put a 308 in the Mazda Ute. I don't have the Mazda Ute, so no. Yeah, I've got a Corona that had rust. That bad on it, welded it up, but it was a long job. Yeah, there's no point in trying to repair this. The Mazda Ute perhaps was a rarer thing and worth a lot more money being a Mazda. Jags aren't worth that much money, and I do have some other shells. Here's my best mate. Couldn't do it without you, could I, little mate?
Yes.
Hasn't she grown up so quick? Yeah, but anyway, you wouldn't believe it, the dickhead mother carrying on that she's on YouTube and goes in the truck with me. But anyway. Any plans to make more VNSS videos? Yes, very soon, Jamie. The only Corona you want. Old SS, the original VNSS that I had, it is going to go up for sale very soon. I put half a comment the other day. There was a guy on a VNSS site saying, oh, I can't find a VNSS anywhere to buy. Put a thing up, I'll be selling mine in the next couple of months, and I got smashed. I got like 15 messages, and I ended up taking the comment down and just backed right off. Like, I'm not ready. It's got a few little bits and pieces that I want to do, get rid of those silly gauges out of the console, and then I am definitely going to sell it, but just Jesus, I got hammered. So then after that one's done, probably the manual one will get done next. The manual matching numbers one will get done and painted and sold, and then the other one will go probably turbo LS or something, because I don't have an engine for that. So but I've got some LSs and stuff there, and I wouldn't mind to do a turbo LS, and it might as well go in the VN. But yeah, so yes, there is a lot of VN SS content coming. The SV89 is still there. I was going to do that this year, but realistically, I don't think it's going to happen. My main priority still at this point is buying the workshop, which means building stuff to sell, and that has to be done to such a high standard. We don't want to rush that. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, so yes, VN SS content probably next month, March or April. We should have the SS out, cleaned and getting used and driven and repaired. It's not broken, but fixed to a really high standard. I think I'm going to put that, no, 300ZX I'm going to do. You guys really liked the, when I was down at the auctions and I walked through the auction yard. So I think we might together follow the process with the Z32, the red one, because I've still got that. I'm not much of a seller. I'm a bit of a hoarder, as you guys have probably worked out. But I'm going to put that through the auctions because I'm absolutely sick of dickheads on Facebook and the comments and just if you're one of those guys, just cut it out. Like, there's no need for it. You're missing out on things in life by being dickheads. But anyway, that's another rant all in its own. So I'm going to put that through the auctions, and we might follow together the process of putting it in the auctions, and then we can watch the auction and see what it ends up and how it goes. And at the end of it, I can let you know what the fees were like and all the rest of it, and what I thought the car was going to sell for if I sold it privately, and whether we went better or not. And depending on how that goes is to whether I put the VNSS through the auctions as well, and then the Mini, and I'll start to do a few. I've got another HD that we're going to start on soon that's got a really good interior. I'm going to do a little bit of welding on a rear quarter. The rest of it's pretty good. Yeah, and I've got a motor that come in another HQ Ute the other day that'll go into that. So there's a lot of different Holden stuff coming up for you Holden guys. It's not all just Jag stuff. So yeah. I've got some pine cones. Got some pine cones. They're very long pine cones. Do you know what they're for? Cleaning boogers out. Like if you get in there and just... No. Are you sure? Yeah, buddy. No? Apparently they're not for cleaning boogers out. Who would have known? They look like booger cleaners to me. Oh, all right. Wheels are cool on the blue one. Yeah, I'm hoping that they are actual proper E-type wheels, which I think that they are. They don't look like imitation wheels from what I can see. And yeah, so looks like they're left side, so they must have left and right hand threads. Yeah, I'm definitely going to sell these wheels, even though these would be good like for the Mark II Daimler, but that's not the style we're going for that car. But it's going to be good. Yeah, hopefully someone wants these wheels and I can help someone with one of their builds. What are you talking about? Facebook is the best selling platform going. I had a mate turn up the other day in a Ute, and I said to him, I thought you sold this. He goes, nah. He goes, I took it down. He said, by the end of the day, dealing with people on Facebook, I just wanted to kill everyone. He goes, I don't know what's going on. I said, it's because I said the same thing. I said, I've taken any ads down that I've got because I just can't deal with people. Like, it's just, yeah. G'day, Peter. How are you, buddy? Everything's good. Me and Mia thought we'd pull up. We've been up to Harvey Bay. We went to the beach, picked up some beautiful Jaguar.
And I got some pine cones.
She got some pine cones.
How does it feel, Poppy?
Oh, that'd be pretty violent in your nose, wouldn't it?
No.
No? Oh.
Jordan, help me!
Yeah. But yeah, so no, just cruising, working. Big day tomorrow, so how much more Brumby stuff? There's heaps more Brumby stuff. There's 2 of them to get built. It's just when it happens.
It's bitter. It's always bitter.
But yeah, so all right guys, we're going to keep moving because it looks like she's finished in the park. Thank you very much for joining in and pressing the like button. It's just up there. There. Yeah, and we're going to get home. It'll be dark by the time we get home. Time for dinner and showers, hey? Yeah? She's got no idea what's going on. Righto. She sounds like we do have that that XR8 coming up too. That is one that's going to get painted and sold very soon as well. We've accumulated all the interior we need for it, and that's about it. That's all we needed really, was interior bits and some paint. So that's another one that's going to be done very soon. I've got a Gemini there to sell too if anyone wants one. I had a video there of the Fairlane. I've got to edit it. I'll try and edit it this week. there's a, yeah, to show you what's been going on with the Fairlane. I'm sort of at a point with that where it's been gone for that long, and I've got that much other stuff going on. The Fairlane's one I'm going to keep, so I'm just looking at it now as free storage, even though it's been there for like a year. But it's going to come back painted really well inside and out and back to front, and yeah, the big block's going to be sick. And by then I've got all this Jag stuff out of my system. Maybe, not really. I don't know. Anyway, guys, see you. Righto, mate, let's hit it.